Hey, what's going on, you guys? Like, what you guys to the channel, boy? Big Dog back with another one take review, and today we got one for a new Netflix original, Dash and Lily, which is like a 8 episode series. It's in the realm of the rom coms. You guys know whenever there's a new rom com on Netflix, I always have to check it out. Give you guys the synopsis for this. A whirlwind Christmas romance builds as a cynical Dash and optimistic Lily trade dares, dreams, and desires in the notebook they pass back and forth at locations around New York City, starring Austin Abrams as Dash and Midori Francis as Lily. Okay, here we go. Let's get into this because I was watching this. It's very, very short. If I'm being honest, every episode is about 20 to like 25 minutes long or whatever. And there are 8 episodes, so I ran through this pretty quick and one of the reasons I ran through it pretty quick because I was enjoying my time with these characters. It's like it says, Lily is like a super sweet girl who loves Christmas around this time. Dash is he's not pessimistic, but like he kind of have those tendencies where like he's not overjoyous, and Christmas isn't like his best time of the year. He's not really a big fan of it. Me personally, I do enjoy the Christmas time. I'll probably fall more in line with Lily. Granted, I would fall in line more with Lily as far how much I enjoy Christmas, but I act more like a Dash where I'm not just that outgoing and everything like that. So, but the whole thing is about this notebook where this notebook, this diary, where they literally just like do challenge each other to do different things. Both of them stepping out their comfort zone in so many different places, and they just leave the book there, and the other person picks it up. They don't meet each other or anything. It's just like them getting to know each other without actually meeting each other. It's a weird concept, but I think it actually works for the fan. I mean, for the show. Now, it has some highs. I really feel like this show like just rolls. Okay, it just kind of rolls throughout. There's so many different scenarios, a couple of little twists where I'm just like, oh my god, there's times where I'm also getting frustrated because I'm just like, you you wait for these characters to meet each other. I'm like, but that doesn't necessarily become a thing. You're cool with them just going off doing their own thing until a certain point where you just like you're kind of like itching for them to just meet already. Like this is it. This is it. Like this has to happen now. And both characters are definitely unique. Dash has a old girlfriend that he liked, and they broke up from some circumstances that neither one that was out of both of them their control. And Lily has not even had her first kiss yet. You know what I'm saying? So they're two very, very different um, people in different scenarios, but they're connecting in a way which is unheard of, in all honesty. Will say that my biggest issue with this is that once certain people were introduced, you kind of started rooting for other things. Okay, um, for example, once Dash ex girlfriend Sophia was introduced, listen, the show does you no favors by telling you how awesome Sophia is. And then you get to see how awesome she is, and you just kind of like, dude, what the like? No, you have to like. Yes, Lily's great, and y'all are getting along, but you haven't met her. Sophia's right there in front of you, and she wants you back. Come on, man! Like you're rooting for that, and then there's other things that's going on with Lily where you just kind of like, oh, that's an interesting take on it. Like it didn't give you like the typical. Well, there was times where it didn't give you like the typical. Oh, well, this person was an asshole and it was younger. This person's an asshole now. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of hoping that they did more with that. That there was a few different storylines that they left out. There was one storyline at the end of this thing where I was definitely pissed off because there's one connection between these two, and it's not even an intentional connection, and that's Dash's best friend Boomer. He's a kind of this connection between the two. Granted, he doesn't know Lily either. Okay, I have to be very very vague because I don't want to give you any spoilers away. But there's something they do with Boomer's character at the end, at the last episode, that honestly pissed me off. That honestly pissed me off, and I'm just like, no, you did this just because. That that does not like there. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. It's something that they did with Boomer's character that just does not make any sense and does not work for the story. Okay, it kind of like, especially with how close him and Dash were. I'm just like, no. I'm like, I see what you wanted to do, but no, that just does not work. That is bad. That is simply, there's no other way to put it other than bad. Um, Also, towards the end, it got a little fairy tale-ish, and I get it. People want that big, that big but I'm just like, it didn't have to. It didn't have to. It was unique enough to where it didn't have to. I feel like it took the easy ride out. Okay, where I would have I would have settled for a much more simpler resolution to things. Yet it just kind of gave me a it just was too easy, and in a sense I'm like, and by too easy I'm trying to be as vague as possible. I don't even know if too easy is the way, but I just felt like it felt too fairy tale-ish. And I feel like there was a better way of doing it, a better way of coming to a conclusion that they came to at the end of this. That's my only thing. But other than that, the show was riding high. But like I started to tell where I'm just like, okay, y'all going over the top. You're doing a little bit too much with this. And I'm not necessarily against it, but I wasn't necessarily for it at the time as well. So that was my only thing. Other than that, I definitely would say watch it, especially if you're in a Christmas mood and like you and your girl, or what I'm saying, just need something to watch and throw on. Just like it's a nice little rom com. It's funny at times, but I think the thing that gets you through it the most, which is always the thing that gets me through whatever I'm watching, is the characters and how good the characters are. And the characters definitely work. They do have there are times where they fumble, and there's times where it's cheesy and corny, but you like the characters, you pretty much give those things a little pass. So yeah, check out Dash and Lily on Netflix. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Also, by the way, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you've seen it. Let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. I hope you guys staying safe out there, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Peace.